We are here at Acadia National Park and we're going to show you around, show you what some of our highlights are, and give you some info along the way. I'm standing right now just at the cliffs below the Bass Harbor Lighthouse. You can see the beautiful cliffs of the beach behind me and the ocean. So we're going to keep you in the loop as we travel and what we do as a family here. $98. We're counting campers on our way to Acadia. $199.
Wow. I want to buy
200! 201, 202. Woo! 203.
203.
Up here, 204. I think we've got a lot of traffic leaving from the holiday weekend down Acadia. We're on our way in and we've hit, what, 204 coming out. How many campers did we count coming out? 204 or 205, we'll have to figure out. Coming out of Acadia. We were given this shuttle map we asked at the campground office because we had heard about it. And there's a shuttle stop right in front of our campground that follows. We can take this number 7 Southwest Harbor bus. It looks like it's about every 2 hours from the campground. Free shuttle into Bar Harbor, and then from Bar Harbor it's about 20 minutes or 30-minute intervals to most of the other Maine Acadia attractions. So I think we're gonna have fun trying to use the shuttle service here and see if we don't even have to worry about parking with our stay. The hardest part I think is going to be, it looks like it's like a 2-hour interval between the buses that leave from Bar Harbor back to the campground and the ones from the campground to the harbor. So we want to make sure we don't miss that or we'll be waiting 2 hours. But I think the kids are going to have fun with this too, trying to navigate the bus system here to get around. We'll let you know. One of the things we're most excited about our campground choice here is that we can walk a half mile approximately right from the campground down. You see the sign there for the Bass Harbor Headlight. So we're going to take a little half-mile walk and get ourselves to the lighthouse without dealing with any traffic. Pretty cool. Here we go. We're getting to the end of Lighthouse Road. You can see the ocean just beyond that little garage there. So I think we'll see the lighthouse soon.
You can see the ocean?
Yeah. Here's the parking already looking full at Bass Harbor Lighthouse, so I'm thankful we could walk down. There are some restrooms here, and then there's 2 different trails, the tower view and the cliff view. We might do both, but we want to see the cliff view first, so we're going to take this little trail down to see. This is a cool view already. Part way into the trail. Now we're going to go down all these steps to the base of it. Look at this. That's where we're headed, down there. Beautiful. And there it is. The Bass Harbor Lighthouse. It is crowded. We're here around 10:30 a.m. I think. There's quite a few people. But it is a cool view here. I imagine if this was completely isolated, it'd be really beautiful. Watching the ocean from the cliffs at the Bass Harbor Lighthouse. And there goes the boat. There's the lighthouse up there, and we got one kid who climbed all the way out there. I think everyone's about to join her. Really pretty. Even better view right here. Look at that. There's everybody hanging out on the cliffs. And then we're headed down the trail to see the front of the lighthouse. And here we are around the other side of the lighthouse looking out. Pretty cool. We are sitting here waiting to pick up the shuttle bus into Bar Harbor. That's supposed to come in about 5 minutes. It's about 9 a.m. Right there in the sign, you see we're at a bus stop right at the edge. That's the camp store right behind us. And the pool right over there behind that open flag. So right out in front of our campground, we can catch the free shuttle into Bar Harbor, and then our plan is to take the bus from there to the Welcome Center, and then from there to do the loop road on a bus. So we'll see how our shuttle experience goes today. I'm really hoping we have the time right because the shuttle only stops out front of the campground here every 2 hours. So if we're wrong, we're going to be driving or waiting a while. But it should be here in about 5 minutes. And here it comes. A minute till on schedule. Looks like we're going to get a chance to ride the bus. Woohoo! Here's our bus, the Island Explorer. All right, let's get on. You like riding the bus? Having fun riding the bus to Bar Harbor? And just like that, we're in Bar Harbor. We'll check it out more later. We're going to catch another bus to the Welcome Center. Did you have fun on the bus, girls?
Yeah.
Was that a fun experience?
Are we gonna go to another one?
Yeah, we are. A bunch of steps here coming up to the Holes Cove Visitor Center. We just made it off the bus. Go check it out. That visitor center was not huge and packed. We got what we wanted, but whew, that was tight. We are doing the loop road and we just got off the bus at the first stop, the Nature Center. So it looks like there's a little 20-minute walk we can do, and we'll go inside and check out the Nature Center in there too. But there's looks like a pretty easy grade flat. It says 20 minutes on the sign here. Walk that we can do up through here. Wild Gardens of Acadia. We're walking through the meadow portion of the Nature Center walk here. Lots of bees and flowers. It's a nice flat little walk. We learned a little bit about carnivorous plants, but we're going through pretty quick. We're not stopping to read everything here. And we have now made it to Sand Beach because it's one of the sandier areas of oceanfront here. You see the rock cliffs still off to the side. Pretty cool to have the sandy beach right next to the rocky cliffs there off to the side. We might go eat lunch over there. It's really pretty. Foggy day, cloudy foggy day today, but it's still really pretty. Definitely enjoying the sand at Sand Beach. We're taking a break from the shuttle bus and walking the ocean path between Sand Beach and Thunder Hole here. Some cool views here along the ocean path as we're walking. Here's one of the views if you just take a few steps down off of the Ocean View Trail. Just 3 steps down off the trail here. Really pretty. We can see off to the left the sand beach that we were on. Another spot along the ocean, I think it's Ocean View Trail, between Sand Beach and Thunder Hole here. We made it to Thunder Hole here, waiting for something to happen. I don't know how often it does it. We're hearing a little bit of rumbling, but we're being told we should have come at high tide. So we're not seeing much action out of Thunder Hole. It's a bummer. And we made it to Jordan Pond. You can see lots of people eating down there. Seth wants a popover, but I don't know if we'll wait in line to get one. And we were gonna do the hike around the pond, but we're getting tired, so not sure if that'll happen either. But you can see the restaurant over there, and they have a really nice gift shop behind me that we just came out of here. There's a view from atop the gift shop here at Jordan Pond. It's really pretty. So what do you think of your blueberry soda?
very yummy and makes you feel like I'm in Maine.
All right, worth the $3 roughly. What do you kids think of the blueberry soda?
Yummy.
Some didn't like the bubbles.
What is
Here's a
it?
closer view of the Jordan Pond down below the cafe there and the gift
What
shop.
is it?
There's a loop path that we might at least do some of around here. We're walking the Jordan Pond. It's the path, the Jordan Pond path. We learned there's like a different trail. So you can see, whoop, I almost hit a tree. You can see here kind of the grade of the path. It is a pretty nice walk. Again, we might turn around and not finish the whole thing. It said 1.5 miles on the marker when we started, but it's a nice, easy grade gravel path close to the water on the side the whole time.
You wanna walk on
And we hit this little boardwalk part of the Jordan Pond path. This is fun. Kids like it.
Is it going on a street?
Boy, we've got some tired kids on this Jordan Pond hike, and we didn't even make it the whole way around. I think it's been a busy day. We just got off the bus straight up there to the Village Greens at Bar Harbor. Pretty fountain and like courtyard here. We have a couple hours to kill here before our bus back to our campground this evening. That one only comes every couple hours, so we're gonna explore a little bit in Bar Harbor here. What do you guys think? How's the ice cream?
Very good.
Realized after we were in there, we got it at this CJ's Big Dipper. CJ's Big Dipper ice cream over there.
Yep.
You like it? Okay, they approve. We've had a long day in Acadia doing the loop on the shuttle and seeing a bunch of things and shopping a little bit in Bar Harbor, and now we're back on the shuttle to go back to the campground. Do you girls like the shuttle bus? Yeah? We'll be back to our campground in about 40 minutes. And we've got some girls trying to be junior rangers again. They're working on their books. Hopefully turn them into the ranger today if we can find a ranger program to attend. See if they can get another badge.
Yay, you're back.
We just showed our permit that you do have to get ahead of time to come up Cadillac Mountain, and our park pass, and we're headed up the road to Cadillac Mountain, and we're excited because the sun came out even though it was raining this morning, and we're hopeful that we're going to get a really good view up here. Even just the view out the window here is amazing. All right, we made it to the top of Cadillac Mountain. Let's go check out the view. Look at that. You can even see some of the darker clouds hovering over it all. It's pretty amazing. It is beautiful up here. Wow. This is definitely going to be my highlight of the trip, I think.
Sorry.
Amazing.
Ready? Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a panning view of the top of Cadillac Mountain. All the way to Bar Harbor over at the far end there. And the island we're going to walk to later. That's a West Street Cafe. We're walking now down Bar Island Path. There's Acadia Gem in front of us. We tried to park in that public lot up there, but that was also full. So we walked a bit. But here's the Ollie's trolley right in front of us. Here's Stuman's Takeout and the restaurant there. I think you can also be seated right along the water at the end of Main Street, Bar Harbor. And here's the whale watching tours taking off in some of the port area down here. There's a view up Main Street. And here's the Ollie's Trolley gift shop we want to check out, I think. And the sightseeing boat cruises take off and everything there. We're going to try to go eat up in this grass plain where we can see the water. This is what we do when we're eating in the grass on a hill. Here's a walk down Main Street. It is crowded today. It's a really nice day. Hey, we're here at the Bar Island Path. It's low tide, and so we are gonna walk across the path that only opens at low tide across the ocean to Bar Island. This is pretty cool. Hope we find some cool shells and rocks as we pass. You finding stuff?
But it's wet.
Yeah, it's wet. And this is cool. At the other side of the walk across to Bar Island, we found all these rock towers people are building. So now we're gonna try to build one too. Some of them are skipping rocks. And so this is what our youngest decided to do. Okay, I'm ready. And that's her version of skipping rocks. The others are trying to learn how to actually skip them here with the smooth stones on Bar Island. We're still doing some shops now after going to Bar Island and Bar Harbor, and the girls are excited that we found a giant puffin. Do you like him? Yeah. There is a lot of dining along here in Bar Harbor, but we've decided we're probably not going to eat out except for our ice cream. Prices are pretty steep for a family of 5 to try to do it. So we brought enough food and we'll enjoy our meals at the campground. Another view a little bit further up Main Street here in Bar Harbor. We're about a block from the Village Greens, I think. Walked around a little closer down at the cliffside of Bass Harbor at sunset here. Didn't see much of the sunset, but it's still a really cool view. The light on. We're having a lower key campground day today, but decided we want to do this Wonderland Trail at least. So we're entering Acadia just for a little bit to do the Wonderland Trail. We had heard that this trail is an easy walk, very flat, easy hike, and that is proving true. Here's a look at it. This is what most of the trail has been like so far. We'll see as we get further in. Did get a little steeper and rockier further in here, but it's still not too bad. Just a little bit uphill and a little rockier. And here's kind of the end of the Wonderland Trail. And this is where the girls are hoping to find some rocks. And even though it's cloudy and kind of foggy, this is a pretty cool spot. We passed a lot of other families and even some older people hiking. It was definitely an easier hike. And we found a snail shell already. Glad we brought the buckets. Definitely recommend this trail with kids. It was pretty short, quick, easy, and they're delighted with the end of it here. We thought we were done exploring the national park, but got a little slow today at the campground, and so we still drove down to see the Seawall area down here. Are really smaller rocks of a beach. Still really pretty, not the big cliffs, but lots of small rocks. We're climbing out on the flat rocks here at Seawall. Yep, she found a clam that's still attached. A little bit broken, but still cool. There's a sign not to take any rocks. So we're seeing some really cool ones, but not taking any rocks with us. Here's the view from the end of that rock platform at Seawall. A little murky with all the brown seaweed.
Mommy,
Still pretty cool.
you see their shed.
All right, what we love, what we didn't like so much about Acadia National Park. We've been here, I think it'll be 6 days till we depart tomorrow. We've had the chance to see quite a bit with the kids. Lots of things we love. The landscapes are stunning.
Beautiful.
We're about a half mile. We're staying at a campground about a half mile up the road from the Bass Harbor Lighthouse. We actually went back to that site twice. It was so beautiful, I then wanted to catch it at sunset. So just the cliffs going into the ocean, just stunning. Cadillac Mountain was
That I think that was the number
beautiful.
one.
That was our number one attraction stop of the trip with the kids.
We didn't get up for the sunrise, but
No.
getting up there at around 9 o'clock, we were very lucky. It was
Beautiful,
the
clear day.
sun came out. Most of the days it was foggy.
Yeah.
That day it was the sun came out, and just the majestic views out into the ocean and Bar Harbor and all the islands. Being about 1,500 feet above sea level was just beautiful. Took your breath away. Definitely have to visit. It's like $6. You got to reserve
You do have to reserve a pass.
to go in. Then you can stay as long as you want until like 9 p.m. or something like that. So
Yeah, that was our top highlight. I'd say second was maybe the Bass Harbor Lighthouse. We really enjoyed that. It's a short, easy little hike down to the cliffside, and then the kids had fun climbing on the rocks. And again, it's just a stunning view there. I'd say the third highlight was the Bar Island.
Between Bar Island and maybe the Wonderland Trail.
Yeah, both of those were big hits with the kids and for me. Bar Island is really cool. I mean, you'll see in our video, that's where you can walk across to the island by Bar Harbor at low tide, and during high tide it's completely covered and there's no passage over there. So it's just a pretty cool experience. The kids were having fun skipping rocks and stuff there. And then, yeah, we also did very close to the campground here, the Wonderland Trail. Again, another easy grade, short trail. But at the end, you just get to the kind of rocky beach covered in all kinds of, the kids were finding crabs, all kinds of snails. They found a whole bunch of rocks. And I enjoyed just sitting there listening to the waves crash and kind of watching. It's still very scenic. We did do the whole loop road, you'll see in our video. I guess that leads us into the cons a little bit. It was just very busy. Stunning views, but it was hard to fully enjoy them because there was just so many people. Again, we're here in July. I don't know if it gets better. Maybe earlier spring, fall's probably still busy. I don't know. But yeah, and we took the shuttle in to do that. But
Very convenient to get off out of Southwest Harbor.
Yeah.
Into
the
Bar Harbor and
even
the visitor center. Once you get on the loop road, that's where the shuttle is very convenient. We didn't have to go find parking, but we had to worry about was there enough room even to get on the shuttle.
Yeah, a couple times they were counting people and we almost got cut off and couldn't get on. So then you got to wait a half hour for the next shuttle to come and hope that there's not too many people on that one. I had to stand for a few of the stretches. They allowed 15 standing people.
Max occupancy is said like 30 people on each bus. There had to be way more than 30 on some of those.
And they required kids to sit, most of the drivers. So we always felt a little bit bad getting on, asking people to stand up so our kids could sit. So that was a little frustrating. The whole loop road experience was tough for me. It was really beautiful. I'm glad we saw the things, Sand Beach, Thunder Hole, even though we didn't see much out of it, and Jordan Pond. I'm glad we got to them. I'm glad we saw them. I'm still glad we took the shuttle. I think driving would have been even worse.
Well, the other day, then we did drive to do Cadillac Mountain,
back a little bit, yeah.
Then we drove the loop. We were not able to find any parking at the visitor center. It was just
he ended up just circling so I could take the kids in to finish their ranger program. There were no spots.
I looped around maybe 20-30 minutes and never found a spot.
Yeah.
So
definite con is just the volume of people. The volume of people on the shuttle or driving, it's just a lot. And it does detract, for me, part of enjoying the scenic spots is just feeling like you can breathe and sit there, and you just don't feel that with so many people trying to see everything. But yeah, other than that, everything has been, the visitor center too is very small, which isn't the end all be all, that's just a check-in point. But we really enjoy collecting stamps, doing the junior rangers, stuff like that, and definitely was harder to enjoy the visitor center here. It's up like 52 stairs too, so it's a bit of a trek up to it, and then it's just really small, especially for the volume of people again trying to fit in there and get attention with the rangers.
It was just a little disappointing that we couldn't easily get to one of the places we really enjoyed going to at national parks. But
Yeah,
um,
which again, that's not an end all be all, but that was a negative.
I think we kind of came away with, like, if you can get off the beaten path a little bit, go on some of the trails, the hikes, and get to the views that way, that'd be a way to really kind of enjoy more peacefully.
And if we could
the
have
views,
like with a 4-year-old, we couldn't do things like the Beehive Trail. I saw a lot of people, a lot of paraphernalia about, so that was probably a pretty cool experience. Yeah, I think if we could have hiked more, which is just hard to do with smaller kids, we may have gotten a little bit more of that seclusion feel. I think maybe that's why the Wonderland Trail and the Bass Harbor were top points for me, because they were just a little bit less. There was still a lot of people there, but you didn't feel as much of the crowded feeling at those points. But in general, I'm glad we came. We've enjoyed our experience quite a bit and saw some stunning creation, and
there's nothing quite like the rocky Maine coast. Never seen anything like it. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So, despite the crowds, I would still recommend checking out Acadia National Park, and we really enjoyed our time.